Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting palette to show you. This is something that I have been in anticipation for quite some time, and I cannot wait to take a look at this. I wanted to unbox this and experience this together. Okay, so I will be looking at this palette for the first time with you guys. This is an artistic piece that Base Blue Cosmetics has paired up with Imare. And palette is based off of a painting called The Girl with a Pearl Earring. And so this is going to be one piece out of 12 different items that are going to be a part of the collection. I am super excited. This is the first palette that is in the collection, and the completionist in me is screaming, we have to have the complete collection of this. So I'm looking forward to seeing the new releases that come out with this collection. So if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in taking a look at and creating a look with, just keep watching. I'm so glad you guys decided to stay. I am so stinking excited to open this with you. So I'm going to hold open the box. And this is kind of tricky because if this falls out, I'm going to cry. Now, you open it up and it just reminds me of how they would ship a actual painting with these here. If you've ever bought a piece of art that is a nice piece of art, they usually will put the paper straw over top of it. So I thought that was really neat. So you guys, that's it. This is amazing. The collector in me for makeup, and for this to be, the packaging is another thing that I love to collect. This has got me in trouble. This has got me in trouble because I'm going to want it all. It's the most unique thing I have ever seen. I am just blown away. So this is going up on the wall. It just doesn't get any better than this. I'm sorry, but if you love things like this, so the back, I'm peeling the back off, and then this would be what normally comes probably around the palette. So they went on ahead and stuck that in there. Okay, yes. So this is everything that the palette would normally come in. Amazing. So I'm glad that they put that in there. So if you had two options, you could order it with the packaging like this here, or you could order it in the frame. The collector in me said, yes, please give me the frame. The back of it looks like this here. And so I'm going to pull the palette out. So you pull it out and it's actually a part of the frame. And so you guys, like I just can't even with how amazing this is. This is a work of art, and this is a collector piece. I am going to try to go in very light. You guys are going to see a very toned down look from me today. I'm not going in ham. I'm not putting on the pigment like I normally do because I don't want to disturb this palette. Some people might think that that's wasteful, that if I'm not using a palette, but I am also a collector. And so let's take a look. You guys, look at that. I'm going to open it all the way up. I'm just, the detail. And then these are your shadows. Like, it's going to be very difficult to use this. I'm just going to touch over in the corner and see what happens. Okay, not too bad. I'm just saying it doesn't mess it up too terribly bad. It's just very difficult for me to use this. I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'll come back and we'll get into this look. Okay, welcome back to the up close and personal look at my face at the moment. I did 3 looks, 1 palette, and I have this little patch of angry skin, and it's just not going away. I'm trying to get it to calm down, take a breather, and come back normal. And so far, they're not ready. Or it's not ready. Okay, I'm going to go in with small little detail brushes because I'm really going to try to not disturb this palette. I think what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and take the lighter shade. Let's just kind of test it out here. Up in here right there. This is going to be probably the lightest application I've ever done. If you know me and you've been here before, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you decided to come and hang out with me today. And if this is your first time here on my channel, please consider subscribing. And to share a little bit about what we do here on my channel is, in a nutshell, I love everything multi-chrome, glitter, and indie brands. If that's something that interests you also, please consider subscribing and becoming a part of my family. Okay, the people that know me know that this right here, this is not normal. We usually pack on the colors. So I am going to go in for the crease. I'm going to go in with a little bit fluffier Sigma brush. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go with the brown. I'll give her a little bit of contour. We're going to go, okay, let's see if this will even show up. I'm just so nervous. Oh, it is. It's showing up. It's almost like a satin color. To me, it doesn't look like a full matte. It's between a matte and a satin, but it looks really pretty on the eye. Maybe showing up just a little darker in person than it is even on camera. I don't have any kind of filters on my camera or anything like that, just the lighting, but the lighting itself and the way that the camera portrays certain colors makes a difference. But so what you see on my videos is as close to the color of what it is as possible, because there's no filters or no nothing. And that's why when I'm this close, if you're watching on a TV, I can be a little sarcastic. As the new people get to know me, you will know this. Taking that down on the edge. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to get into that black, it's like a dark charcoal gray, and I'm just going to take that right in there and deepen this up. Not too shabby. I'm pretty impressed. I'm taking that and I'm just making a short little V to darken up the outer edge, and what that does is that just brings more depth into the look. I may knock a little bit of that dark off because I don't want to put too much dark in there, so I'll go back in with the brown a little bit and combine the two because I don't want it to just look like gray up in the crease. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. I cannot wait to see what else they come out with. They did mention something about, this is the first palette in the collection. There's going to be 12 items total, but not all 12 are going to be palettes. And so one thing that I did see that they were talking about creating was a face palette, also like a powder, a face powder. And the completionist in me will get all items even if I don't use them. Even though I don't use the face powder, or I don't bronze or contour, I will probably still get the complete set. I have a little bit of texture on my eyelid, so if you're seeing anything right there, no worries. It's not the eyeshadow. So I like how that looks. I left that edge kind of rough because I'm going to go in. There's this little bitty area of blue. So we're going to take a little... Ooh, no. Ooh, no. I dipped into it and see what it did to that blue. I thought I had gotten everything off my brush and it wasn't. No. Oh no. No. Oh no. Well, if you get this palette, do not do what I did. That is a blue overcoat. It's an overlay. It's not blue shadow. Okay, so we live and we learn. Don't use that part of the palette. Now I'm afraid. I was going to use this little orange red looking shade, but now I don't know if I'm going to touch it. And I was even going to use the yellow, but if that's an overlay, I don't know. I wish they might have told us this stuff. I'm going to try a little corner of the yellow. Looks like the yellow is a part of the palette, so let's just go ahead. It's kind of like a yellowish gold. So I'm going to layer that over here and forget the blue, and I'm not going to touch the lips. I'm too scared. There's a part of me. We'll see after the beginning of the year. This is the end of the year, and I have spent way too much money, and I'm really being super selective. There's probably not a whole lot that I'm going to buy until next year sometime, but there is a part of me that might buy another one that's just the palette without the frame, just to frame that one and use this one. I know. You know, that's the collector in me. It's just something, it's my hobby. It's what I spend money on. I don't do a lot of other things. I don't travel much. I would, but I don't much. And this is what I do. I enjoy it. Okay, I'm gonna go in right on the outer edge like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a clean brush, and I'm just gonna it's a fluffy, and I'm just going to combine with no additional product on my brush. It blends beautifully. It does create a real nice neutral look. Go into that dark gray again, and I'm gonna spray my brush. I'm gonna apply that underneath here. Okay, very pretty. And I'm gonna go back into the brown that I put in the crease, and I'm gonna get that up on my brush also. And I'm going to spray that, and I'm gonna take that on in. I will repeat myself because I just never know who all else is watching, but I always spray my underneath because it gives it full pigmentation, and it also allows it to stay all day or most of the day. It's not messed up too bad. That blue really bothers me. Let's see, maybe it's a polka dot hat now. Okay, so I am going to pop off here. I'm going to do the rest of my face makeup, and then I'll come back on and we'll talk a little bit about what all else I used off camera. I will see you guys in a few. Okay guys, this is my final look. It's beautiful. I really do enjoy this palette. This is a natural look. I don't typically do looks like this, but it's very pretty. Paired it with a red lip. I think that I am ready for Christmas. So what I did to add to this look off camera is since I couldn't use the blue, I added Mainline from Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliners. So that is in the waterline. Just a little pop of blue. Then on my lips, I am wearing the Glam Light Lippy in Red Velvet. So that is what is on my lips. I did line my lips with a ColourPop Lippy pencil in Frenchie. On my highlighter, I am using the Glam Shop palette. For the highlighter, I'm using Disco LED. And then in the inner corner, I did use Laser Rowie. For blush, I used the Too Faced in Strawberry. So tell me, guys, what is your thoughts about this palette? Tell me what you guys think down below. Is this something that you would be interested in just to get to use? Would you get it to display it? Or is this something that just doesn't interest you at all? I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments section. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. This was a whole lot of fun for me. I love seeing things that are so different. I can't wait to get it up on my wall. I think I'm going to have to put it right up there. I think that's where it's going to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I thought I would pop back on here and explain that as much as I really absolutely adore this and love it and think it's so cool, there was a design flaw. It won't attach to the back. You know how typically these little tabs will slip inside the frame to hold it in? There's no grooves. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to attach this to keep it in. So everything is wonderful, and you know that no matter how much I love a company, I love a palette, I love something, if there is something that you need to know about it, I'm gonna tell you. My first and foremost responsibility is to you guys, to let you know what you're spending money on. So I had to insert this back in here now that I've been trying to put it back together. So once again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.